Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to JWE Monday Night Jayromoda. Tonight we're in Olympia, Washington, where we're coming off right off the back of an incredibly dramatic Elimination Chamber. Tonight, Matt and Raiden get ready to face off in a champion versus champion match that is sure to be one thrilling main event. Meanwhile, Makoto looks to brush off last night's loss as she faces off against Aigis, and Torna has a golden opportunity to start their championship reign off on the right foot. Get ready for a night of incredible matches, because this is Jayromoda. And here we go, starting off our night with a tag team match. Introducing first, it is Mondo Owada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru, the Ultimate Brotherhood.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 314 pounds, the Brotherhood.
And their opponents, they are your newest men's tag team champions. It is Mikhail and Akos. They are
And their opponents,
Torna.
accompanied by Terra, at a combined weight of 355 pounds, the men's undisputed Impact, the tag team world champions, the Acolytes.
Torna coming off a pretty surprising win last night. Not one I wasn't expecting, to be honest. And let's see if they can continue that momentum forward and try to hold on to the belt for a couple of months at least. And Taka and Akos the first in the ring. Referee rings the bell. Akos immediately begins with the offense. Headlock into the uppercut. And immediately tagging out. Mikhail's in. Only about 20 seconds into the match. And Mikhail laying Taka out with the running crossbody. Tossing Taka into the corner. Kick to the ankle. And Taka fighting out. Sending Mikhail for a run. Snap mirror. Basement double leg drop kick. Irish whip into the corner and an enzigiri. And Mondo's in now. Mikhail rolling out of the way, and there's a backpack pin combo, but there's only one. To the corner, uppercut to the chin. And an elbow to the spine. And Mikhail with a knee-on-knee buster. And taking in Akos. Irish whip. But Akos with the reversal. And Mondo taking that on the chin with a jumping DDT. Dropping Akos in the corner with some dominating punches. And the pin, there's two, Akos kicks out. Mondo forcing Akos up to his feet again into the corner. And a big boot right to the face. And a knee smash into the canvas. Twirling clothesline. And the tides of war have begun to shift. Gut-wrenching suplex, or a gut-wrenching side slam. And Taka tossing Akos back into the corner. But Akos elbowing out. Taka regaining control. Tossing him into the northeastern corner. And tagging in his partner. Mondo with a clothesline. Mikhail looking for the tag, not getting it. And into the corner again, Akos is sent. And again, Akos elbowing out. Snap suplex. And up, over, down with a single shoulder suplex. And a kick to the spine just for good measure, and again. And Mikhail's in. And Mikhail with a spike DDT onto the apron. And when did that bat get there? Mondo with an arm drag reversal. Both men in before the count of 3. And Mikhail going for the pin, not even a 1 count. Mikhail tossing Mondo into the corner, but Mondo getting both feet up with that reversal. Face scrapes. And Mondo with a corner powerbomb. Mikhail turning that around with an elbow. And again, sending Mondo into the corner. Turning him around face first. Into the turnbuckle and tagging in Akos. Akihiko with a neck breaker. And the pin. Here comes Taka to save the day. But can they keep Mondo in the ring? Mondo with the reversal. And a tackle. Into the ground and pound. And the answer to my question is no. Akihiko's trying to save the pinfall, or trying to save the tag out, but just a little bit too late. And a super kick from Taka, forcing Akihiko up, and a spinning side slam, and Mondo's back in. And now Mondo hyping himself up. Into the corner by Akihiko with the reversal, kicked to the stomach. Mudhole stomps and forcing Mondo back up to his feet, but Mondo with the reversal. And now going after Mikhail, going after Akihiko again. And some more dominating corner trapped punches. Down goes Akihiko and tags. And Akihiko tags out. Great ring awareness there. But Mondo with a barrel roll suplex. Sending Akihiko down and now just bouncing Mikhail off of him. Patroka's trying to interfere a little bit. Allowing Mikhail up to his feet. Armbar. Could we see a tap out? No. Mondo powering out. Now the referee counting out. Taka telling him to get out of the ring. Finally does, and here's the pin for Mikhail. There's one, there's two, and Mondo does not kick out.
Here are your winners, the Acolytes.
And Torna starting off strong with a win. And I think they have what it takes to hold on to the belt for a couple of title defenses. Never count them out. And for our next matchup, introducing first, coming to play, it is the awesome one, Mr. 11037, Leon Kuwata.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Japan, weighing in at 148 pounds, the rock star, Leon Kuwata.
And his opponent, it is the Ultimate Robot, K1B0. It's Kibo.
Japan, weighing in at 196 pounds,
Here we go, both men ready. Referee rings the bell and Leon immediately running towards Kibo, who just hits him with an arm drag. Big boot to the neck, but Leon turning that around with a suplex. And Leon now just with the stomps. And breaking out the 5-knuckle shuffle early. Leon with the ground and pound. And again. And now forcing Kibo up and a gut-wrenching 180 power slam. And now to the outside. And Leon tossing Kibo back inside the ring. Following him back in. And a pin attempt. There's one, Kibo kicks out. And Leon just completely whiffing on that elbow. And now already these two men just exchanging right hands. Kibo somehow still on his feet. Of course, as soon as I say that. And Leon nearly tripping over him. Managing to steady himself. And now just cranking on Kibo's neck. And Leon in the corner. Lining up. The knee. And the face adjuster, there's one. There's two, Kibo kicks out. Now in the corner again. Leon. The wind-up. And the pitch. And it's a strike down the middle. 1, 2, 3. Leon making quick work of Kibo. I don't think Kibo really got much offense going except for the early arm drag and the exchanging blows. That's the only offense that Leon even allowed Kibo to get. And Leon, like, if it weren't for Akechi, he would be champion material. The thing is, he's in a division with Akechi. And now for a Women's Universal Championship matchup of the evening. Introducing first.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Japan, Makoto.
It is the ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima. Who may or may not have had a hand in helping her sister win her championship match last night. There are rumors going about, but nothing concrete. And her opponent. It is the intergalactic bounty hunter, it is Samus Aran. And referee rings the bell. Samus immediately hitting Junko with a spear. Very brawn breaker of her. And an Irish whip. And a tackle. Samus making a statement quick. Forcing Junko up to her feet. And immediately sending her back down with a couple of kicks. An arm drag, double leg drop kick. And now Samus up top. Turning around, corkscrew moonsault, landing right on top of Junko's spine. There's one, Junko somehow kicks out. And Samus with the ground and pounds. Kick to the... I was going to say stomach, but that was much lower than the stomach. And Samus turning Junko around, choking her out on the top rope. And Junko finally getting a little bit of offense in. Couple of right hands, but Samus quickly recovering, sending Junko into the corner, sending her down with a knee. And bottom rope, corkscrew splash. Another soccer ball kick, this time kind of to the stomach area. And an Irish whip, ducking underneath, jumping over. Looking for the wrist lock, but Junko turning that around. Samus with the reversal right back. Over the shoulders. And bouncing Junko off the top rope. Here's the pin, there's one, there's two. Junko kicks out. Just trying to break Junko's arm, it looks. Junko trying to find a little bit of peace along the outside, along the apron. Samus not giving her any. Up top. And a corkscrew arm drag. And Samus forcing Junko back up to her feet, sizing her up, and trapping her in the corner with that kick, but Junko fighting out. Turning Samus around, and a neck breaker. Junko not going for the pin right away. Instead, dragging Samus away. And now catching Samus mid-kick. Spinning power slam. And the pin. There's one. There's two. Samus kicks out. And now Samus with the Morph Ball neckbreaker. There's one, there's two, and Junko kicks out. Thought that was three, but no, Junko getting her shoulder up right before the hand laid down. And this match continues. Wristlock drop kick. And Samus beating Junko to the outside and continuing her barrage of offense. Referee already at the count of 4. And Sam is just stomping on Junko's face. Gut-wrenching suplex. And she's not quite done. There's 6. Need to get back into the ring soon. And, well, they do. And Samus lining up another Morph Ball neckbreaker. And this is probably lights. There's 1, 2, 3.
Here is your winner,
I mean, with the start that Samus had that match, was there any doubt that she was going to come out on top? She set the pace, she set the precedent early, and just held on. That was just pure match setting. That was match pace setting. That was clinical. And for our next tag team matchup of the evening, introducing first, it is Devila and Popola, the Gestalt sisters.
is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, Damage Control.
And their opponents. I'm not sure if the rumors are true anymore or not. Anyway, it's Himiko Yumeno and Tenko Chabashira still looking for their first win on the year. It is Magiko. Here go Devla and Himiko the first in the ring, as Devla sends Himiko into the corner. Sending her down, kick to the chest. And sending Himiko down, going for the quick pin. There's one. Himiko kicks out. And Devla forcing Himiko back up to her feet. But Himiko turning that around, kicking Devla in the chest. In the corner as she does, and hitting her with a wrist clutch knee. And Himiko tags out. Tenko running towards Devla, but Devla taking her down with a Thez press. And bashing the head against the canvas. And an Irish whip. Kick to the chest and now tagging in her sister. Tag team attack. Double back body dropping out Popola on the offensive. Popola up top. Lining up crossbody. And sending Tenko to the corner, but Tenko elbows out. And sending Popola into Magiko's corner. Turning her around again. And a third time. And a fourth time. And a fifth time. And a sixth time. And there's 7. And Popola just having enough of that kicks out. But Tenko with the reversal sending Popola right into the referee. And a snap suplex. Tagging out, Himiko's back in. And Himiko sending Popola into the corner. Hopefully she won't turn her around 5,000 times. No, corner reverse DDT. And a pin attempt. There's 1, there's 2. Popola kicks out. And Himiko to the middle rope. Elbow drop. And Popola sending Himiko face first into the corner. Right hand, or left hand, excuse me, and now just tagging Devila back in. And Devila sending Himiko out onto the apron. And a stunner sends her off, and Devila tagging Popola back in. Himiko's back in. And using her magic to suck the life out of Popola. Still not sure how that's even legal, but going for the pin, and Devila's going to break it up. And Himiko sends Devila off the apron. Popola with a pop-up punch. And puts a quick end to Himiko's attempt as she tags out. Himiko trying to crawl to the corner, but losing her strength along the way, and well, manages to elbow out. And sending Devila into the corner. Pulling her aside, and Himiko using Devila's own momentum against her. And a chop block. Now Tenko going for the pin, but Devila kicks out at 1. Tenko continuing the offensive, sending Devila into the corner. Turning around, sending her face first into the top turnbuckle. And a leg breaker. Pin attempt, 1. Still only 1 count. But Devila with the reversal, sending Tenko into the corner. Sunset flip, there's a 1, 2, not a 2 count. Himiko gets the tag as Devila's taunting. And a knee to the back of the neck. But Devila fights out, sending Himiko tumbling over the top rope. And looks to face off against, well, no, facing off against Tenko. Himiko's back in, but Tenko to the outside. Himiko somehow with the strength, with that barrel roll suplex. Popola looking for the tag, does not get it. Devila blocking the knife edge chop. And Himiko elbows out. Side slam. And Himiko tags out. Devila tags out. And Popola hitting Tenko with a clothesline. Tenko with the Irish whip reversal. And just tagging Himiko back in. Popola immediately hitting the clothesline, and Tenko trying to buy Himiko a little bit of time. Is successful And Himiko with a neck breaker. Hopefully it doesn't go down though. So Himiko tags in Tenko. And a double leg breaker. Here's the pin, and Popolo's gonna break it up. Or excuse me, Devilo's gonna break it up. I forgot who was in the ring for a second. And Popola tagging Devila back in. Sliding corner dropkick from Devila. And a basement super kick. A pin right in the corner. There's one. There's two. And Tenko not getting the rope break. Himiko delaying a little bit too much on that breakup. And Devila steals yet another win away from the from Magiko, who remain winless. Things are not looking good for them. I wonder if I hope they can turn things around, but the way this is looking doesn't look like it's gonna be. And now starting off our second half of matches. This should be a good one. Introducing first, it is the Dark Lord of Destruction, Gundham Tanaka.
163 pounds, a demon, Goodmanson Tanaka.
And his opponent making his way to the ring with Fuka Yamagashi.
Weighing in at 141 pounds, Akira Ebata.
It is the Boxer of Seas, Akihiko Sanada. Gundham and Akihiko staring each other down. Referee rings the bell as Gundham immediately runs towards Akihiko, taking him down with a Fez press. And an arm breaker. Gundham forcing Akihiko back up to his feet and a spinning side slam. Arm drag. Akihiko back up to his feet, but Gundham turning him around. And a spinning gut buster. But Akihiko turning things around. And a kick right to the spine. Gundham with an arm drag reversal. And some more ground and pounds. And Gundham just cranking on Akihiko's neck. And continuing the offense with that ground and pound stomp to the stomach. And the dust kick. Akihiko back up to his feet, jumping knee to the face. And a kick to the spine, forcing Gundham to roll out of the ring. Akihiko with a suicide flip takedown. Referee at a 5 count. Gundham back in. Akihiko back up to his feet. Gundham resetting the count. Only to be sent right back into the ring. Irish whip. Dropkick attempt, but Akihiko stepping out of the way. And just sending Gundham back down with a kick. And a glorious uppercut. Sending Gundham away from the corner, not wanting any potential rope break. And the pin, there's one, there's two. And Akihiko with a Fez press. And going for the pin, there's one, there's two, and Gundham gets a shoulder up just before 3. Knee to the face. And a knee smash. Gundham turning that around in the corner. And walks Akihiko up to the northeastern corner. Just tossing him aside. And the demon drop. Buzzing Akihiko open. And Akihiko seems to be in quite a bit of pain there. There's one, and only one. And Gundham with another demon drop. Another pin attempt. There's one. There's two, and Akihiko still getting a shoulder up. And Gundham looking for one more. Akihiko fights out. And the Irish whip. Step up Superman. And here's the pin. There's one. There's two. Gundham rolls out. And Akihiko climbing the ropes. Up top and a knee drop. Lining himself up in the corner. Looking for the fast ball punch. 1, 2, 3. Honestly, I thought Gundham had it from the beginning, but Akihiko, that was a great comeback. Just goes to show that this is a very volatile division. Even if somebody has an early lead, it doesn't really count for much. And for our next matchup, introducing first, it is your former Women's Cruiserweight Champion,
Making her way to the ring, accompanied by representing Diamond Mine from Tokyo, Japan, the Queen.
your former Women's Cruiserweight Champion before losing it at the Elimination Chamber to the eventual winner of that match. Making her way to the ring, or already in the ring rather, with Futaba Sakura, it is Makoto Niijima. And her opponent, well, they just faced off against each other yesterday. It is Aigis, making her way to the ring with Makoto Yuki. Here we go, Makoto and Aigis staring each other down. Referee rings bell. And Makoto begins with a block, but Aigis with a Spanish fly getting through. And going for a quick pin, there's one. Makoto kicks out. Springboard Hurricane Rana. And a standing shooting star press, but Makoto gets her knees up. And an elbow to the side of the head. Aigis turning that around with a ground and pound of her own. And a split leg breaker. I guess forcing Makoto up to her feet and walking her down south. Springboard drop kick. Somehow hitting its mark. And a sling blade, but that's not all, because that's a double leg drop kick. Makoto sending Aigis for a pullback and a knee to the gut. And a couple of left hands finding their way through. And a springboard flying forearm. Aigis back up to her feet. And Makoto sending her for a run, looking for the flying Superman punch, but just a little bit too eager. And Aigis taking advantage with that double leg drop kick. Irish whip diving underneath, jumping over the top. And Makoto turning that around with a reversal. And now Makoto the one sending Aigis for an Irish whip, and there we go. That's how you hit a Superman punch. There's one, there's two, and Aigis kicks out. And Aigis sending Makoto into the corner, trapping her in the corner with those kicks. And a guillotine leg drop. Aigis going for the pin. 1, 2, Makoto kicks out. Aigis with a top rope springboard, but Makoto rolling out of the way, and there's a drop kick right to the spine. And a knee smash. Makoto in the corner, climbing up top. Double foot stomp. And a pin. There's one. There's two. Makoto walking right into the camera. Makoto Yuki, not Niijima. I just realized that there are two Makotos here. And Aigis with an interceptor. There's a 1. There's 2, and Makoto kicks out. Standing shooting star press from Aigis. And a top rope moonsault. Looking to put Makoto away with another standing shooting star. And not quite done. There's a stump leg puller. And Aigis whiffing on the top rope. accidentally sending herself to the outside, and Makoto with the block to the kick. Pulling Aigis away and looking for the flying fist of justice. There's one, there's two, and Aigis kicks out. Both women showing a ton of resolve here. Aigis with the reversal. And a pin attempt. There's one, there's two, and Makoto still getting her shoulder up. And still somehow hitting the reversal. There's another fist of justice. Or a forearm of justice, rather. Kick to the spine, turning Aigis around. And a pin, there's one, there's two, and Aigis finally goes down.
Here's your winner, the Queen.
And Makoto picking up a win despite last night's disappointment. She is still a top contender in this women's cruiserweight division. Never count her out. Like, she is still a force to be reckoned with. And for a penultimate matchup, introducing first, representing Torna, it is Patroka.
Making her way to the ring, representing the Acolytes from Pangea, Patera.
And her opponent coming ever so close to reclaiming the belt last night, but is coming up short. It is Mitsuru Kirijo. Both women ready. Referee rings the bell and they meet in the middle. Mitsuru catching Patroka's kick early on. And walking her to the northern ropes. Sending her for an Irish whip, ducking underneath. And meeting her in the middle with that lariat. And a stomp to the thigh. And Mitsuru just pulling back on that arm. And an elbow drop. But Patroka kicking herself out. Mitsuru back inside the ring. And just catching Patroka with that clothesline, but Patroka just bouncing it off. And a couple of sharp elbows. Backbreaker. Mitsuru rolling out of the way, but Patroka catching her with a clothesline. And an Irish whip right into the referee. And referee catching a couple of strays there. And a reverse a reverse crossbody. There's one. Mitsuru kicks out. And Mitsuru with the reversal. Patroka with the reversal right back, and there's a running knee to the face. And Patroka walking Mitsuru to the western ropes. Knife edge chop. Pulling on the leg. And trying to render it fairly useless, but Mitsuru kicking out, turning Patroka around. And a neck breaker. There's one. Mitsuru kicks out. Mitsuru rolling out of the way of the stomp. And hitting a kick of her own. There's a chicken wing. Mitsuru, no. Patroka with the reverse on a clothesline. There's one, and again, Mitsuru kicks out. There's two. Mitsuru kicks out. And Patroka with the Irish whip and a tackle. Mitsuru rolling out of the ring. Patroka up top, staring her down. And hitting the flying axe handle punch. And Patroka just dangling Mitsuru on the top rope and sending her down with a facebuster. Pin attempt referee, that was very delayed. There's two. And that might have helped Mitsuru. And Mitsuru sending Patroka for an Irish whip. And a neck breaker. And now, leg lock, and Patroka fights out. There's one, there's two, and Mitsuru still kicks out. And Mitsuru turning that around and setting up the natural selection. Don't think this is it, but there's one, there's two. Yep, I was right, Patroka kicks out. But if there's any time for a comeback, it is now. Patroka now a bit on the back foot. And Mitsuru sending Patroka, bouncing her off the barricade. And seems to now be in firm control. She sends Mitsuru, or excuse me, as Mitsuru sends Patroka face first into the ring post. Referee trying to get them back inside the ring. Mitsuru complies. There's 7, and now Mitsuru heading up top. Not sure if this is the brightest idea. Well, it connects, so I can't fault her too much. And a suplex along the outside. But Patroka with the reversal. And walking Mitsuru around, but Mitsuru managing to elbow out. And tossing Patroka back inside the ring. Heading up top. And a double leg drop. Here's the pin. There's one, there's two, and Patroka somehow does not kick out, and Mitsuru Kirijo.
Here is your winner, Mills Kirijo.
I am both surprised and not at all surprised that she manages to come back. I mean, she is a former champion, multiple-time former champion for a reason. Nice comeback, that's all I have to say. And for our main event of the evening, it is a champion versus champion match. Introducing first, it is your new Men's Universal Champion. It is the final boss, Matt.
From the internet, weighing in at 213 pounds, the men's undisputed Impact Universal Champion, Matt.
And his opponent, it is still your men's Nexus champion, making his way to the ring with the Doctor himself. It is Jack the Ripper. It is Raiden.
And his opponent from Japan, weighing in at 195 pounds, the men's NXT champion, the Cyborg, the Ninja, Raiden!
And here we go. Referee rings the bell. Matt immediately running towards Raiden, tripping him up. And sending Jack down with that slap. And Matt with the ground and pound stomp to the stomach. And a punch to the back of the head, sending Raiden face first into the canvas. Now a trip into a crossbody. Moonsault and Jack rolls out of the way. And now Jack on the offensive. Pele kick because, of course, it's not Jack the Ripper, it's not Raiden without a Pele kick. At least 5 Pele kicks a match. And a standing shooting star press connects. Raiden walking Matt into the corner, pulling him away. And a scoop slam. Pin attempt, there's 1. Matt kicks out. And I just realized that the southeast turnbuckle pad is missing. Wonder who did that. Jack with an arm breaker and a springboard moonsault. Here's the pin, there's 1. Matt kicks out. And Matt with the reversal. And a drop kick sending Raiden out to the outside. But Raiden quick to his feet. Matt even faster with the reversal and a Superman punch along the outside. Raiden with the reversal. I'm sorry, I'm just so used to calling him Raiden. And an apron powerbomb. Referee already at the count of 6 as Matt kicks Jack the Ripper off of him. There's 9. Will it be a double count out? Yes, it will. Raiden and Matt, like, just staring each other down, asking, how did the count get that high that quickly? And, well, that was anticlimactic. But, yeah, thank you all for joining us here tonight, and hope to see you on Friday for Eclipse for our special 4th of July edition of Eclipse. But until then, we are signing out from Olympia, Washington. See ya.